Now, Ipsos has just released an opinion poll covering a wide range of current affairs, and this opinion poll was conducted between the 11th and 13th of October this year. And one of the issues that has come out of this opinion poll is that President Uhuru Kenyatta's confidence level, or rather the approval rating, has shot to 71% in the period that poll was conducted. And this is from when the last poll was conducted. The president's approval rating was actually at 43%. Now the graph shows that in May of 2014, this is when the president's approval rating was at its lowest, and this is when the CORD leader Raila Odinga was actually away in the United States, and when he came back in the on the 31st of that month, the approval rating for the president and basically the government was at the lowest. But now, and this comes after the president has traveled to The Hague for the ICC status conference on his case. When he came back, made a grand return and all that celebration, the approval rating has now shot to 71%. Let's look at another aspect of this opinion poll, and that is the referendum. And just before we move on to this next one, the approval rating for the Deputy President William Ruto has also increased to 62%, and so has the approval rating for Cabinet Secretaries and the Attorney General, basically meaning that the approval rating for the Jubilee government as at this moment is very high. Let's move on to the second part of this presentation, which is the support for the two referendums. There are two referendums which are being called for right now, which is one by Okoa Kenya and the other one by the Pesa Mashinani, which is being run by Isaac Ruto and the Council of Governors. The Okoa Kenya push for a referendum has only received 38% approval, 38% support, as opposed to 53%. Over half of Kenyans do not support the Okoa Kenya referendum call, which is being run by CORD, and this mainly probably because it is being seen, or rather, the Jubilee government has made sure that they have shown that the referendum call by the CORD leader Raila Odinga is politically motivated rather than being helpful to Kenyans. On the other hand, the support for the Pesa Mashinani referendum by the Council of Governors is at 53%, which means, and 39%, only 39% of Kenyans who participated in this said they do not support this. And the reasoning behind this might be because the Pesa Mashinani is being seen as having more money at the grassroots, which means that Kenyans believe that they will have more money in their pockets and better livelihoods. Let's move on to the next one, which is Raila Odinga security. Late last month, there was a scuffle at the in Kwale during a rally conducted by Raila Odinga, in which he was attacked by a man who hit him with a stick. And after that, Ipsos went ahead and asked Kenyans whether they believe Raila Odinga's security is sufficient. And here's the interesting thing, that 61% of Jubilee supporters do not believe that Raila Odinga has enough security. 61%, and this is more than half. And generally, Kenyans do not believe, just over half of Kenyans do not believe that Raila Odinga has adequate state security, which means basically something has to be done. Let's get to the very last part of this Sinovate poll, and this is demand for pay. We've just ran a story about the teachers' strike. Teachers have demanded for more pay. They will go on strike if the government does not heed to their call. And here's the interesting thing. 78% of Kenyans support the teachers. Only 20% do not believe that teachers should be asking for more money. Now, here's the other interesting thing. The nurses and doctors have called for more money, and 82% of Kenyans believe that nurses are justified to be asking for more money, and 81% of Kenyans also believe that doctors should be asking for more money. Nancy.